Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com. Well, yesterday the market was absolutely volatile, and not only that, it was a falling day. In fact, we could see the market actually falling and finally closing, reaching even 18,500 level and coming just below, closing the day just below 18,500. So, does that mean the market has gone turned bearish? Not yet. So I would say this was more of induced due to the MCSI index reject and also the expiry volatility. But then what the decision on the reversal, trend reversal or not can be decided only by Monday because even today the markets would be continuing to be reacting as the market is closing for the weekend. So the actual trend can be decided only on based on how the markets are going to be closing on Monday. So let us see how the markets are going as of now. But then, as for today, the markets I expect to open gap up. Naturally, we had expected this. We had spoke about the U.S. government finalizing the deal on the debt ceiling. So because of that, of course, the U.S. markets have rallied yesterday evening. Indian time, and the same thing can be seen. The possibility can be seen in the Asian markets as well as SGX Nifty because they are already trading in the green. So naturally, that gap up opening is what we are expecting. About 50 to 60 points gap up is what we can expect. So again, the markets are opening above 18,500. But this time, will it sustain at this level, or will this be a bigger fall? Is something that we need to see. So at this point of time, markets can be kind of looking for a support in the region of 18,400 to 18,500. So we would be looking at this level for any break of these levels on the downside can kind of turn the market bearish for the short term. But otherwise, on the upside, again, 18,600 would be an important level. 600 to 700 range would be an important level to be watching. But if you look at last two Fridays, last Friday and the previous Friday, market has been trending positively on all Fridays. The last two Fridays, if you remember, last two times we had hit a stop loss on the Fridays. So will that happen again? Is a good question. So if at all that happens, probably we can see the market kind of opening since it's opening at a gap up. It could, if it is taking a support somewhere close to 18,480 range, and if it is trying to move back up, and then if it breaks 18,500 level again, 530 level again, probably we could see the markets turning bullish again. So I can say the important level to watch for today would be 18,400, 50 to 80 on the lower side. If it takes a support around that range and then goes up, and if it breaks 18,550, then we could probably see yet another trending day like last Friday. So that's something that will be on a lookout. Let's see how the market actually turns out today. So apart from that, if you look at US, the US markets have actually turned. Of course, see the basic major short covering, I would say, because Nasdaq was up by more than 1% yesterday, and similarly we could see Dow also, which was initially in negative, slowly recovering and closing in the positive yesterday. So naturally, some power would be induced to Indian IT sector today. So let's see how the IT sector is performing. So if you look at yesterday's fall, the fall majorly came in from the financial sector. So that could be more of due to this reject MCSI reject, where yesterday we could see the major losers were ICICI and Kotak, which actually led to the market fall. So what would happen with them is a big question. So right now, the way Bank Nifty has been reacting, it's very important to watch Bank Nifty because Bank Nifty was very close to its, it broke an all-time high record and then it was looking like it was going to be a breakout. But right now, since it is not broken out, there are high chances that if it retraces and goes back to the highs, it can actually see a breakout, and that could probably take Indian Nifty as well as along with it. But apart from that, we could look at auto stocks yesterday. They were actually doing good yesterday, majorly because auto sales numbers have come being the new month. And things are looking good. In fact, Tata sales are looking good. TVS Motors also is doing good. Just that the two-wheeler industry, especially into the electric vehicles, will be facing some challenges because the FAME subsidy on electric vehicles is being taken off. So that is going to kind of increase the prices of all these vehicles, which could slightly impact the sales numbers. So already electric vehicles are costly, and it's right now if you see it's at par with all the petrol vehicles. But then if that price goes up by how much margin we don't know. So once that goes up, there are high chances that this can have a temporary slowdown. So that is something that is very important to look at. In fact, I am not a big fan of electric vehicles yet, because one thing that you need to understand, where is this electricity coming from? So electricity still comes from thermal power plants. India is a country which actually still depends on thermal power plants more than any other sources of energy. So until India as a country is developing into a nation which is going to generate alternate source of electricity, until then I would not really call having an electric vehicle green. So that's exactly why I'm kind of not inclined towards electric vehicles as of now. Though there are a lot of people talking about electric vehicles, but until the production of electricity is not changed, we still can't call it green, and we are not going to make any difference in that. So that way, I would probably opt for a hybrid engine than an electric engine. That was off topic, but then of course this is something I just popped out of my mind. So apart from that, if you look at the markets, so markets being a Friday, it is important to see how the markets are closing today. So that's something important, because if there is a positive closing today, that could actually build confidence in the investor traders to build up positions towards a positive movement. So that is something that needs to be watched. And if at all it's not able to catch up, or if it is breaking the lower levels, again, if it is breaking on the lower level less than 18,450, then there are high chances the market could actually see a serious sell-off by end of the day. So these are a few things to be on the track for today. But apart from that, we'll discuss more about what happened this week and what could be expected next week in the Market Pulse video on Sunday sharp at 7 p.m. So do be there and get update on what happened last week and what is expected next week. So that's it for now. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off. But before we leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. Goodbye. Have a great weekend. Let's catch up on Sunday.